I think it's always enjoyable when you watch a movie at different points in your life, and you notice new things that you never really saw before. For the first time in 13 years, I watched the Disney Pixar hit Ratatouille, and it's truly one of those films where kids and adults can enjoy it in their own ways. There were two particular scenes that really stood out for me, so let's take a closer look at why. So Ratatouille tells the story of a rat named Remy, who has a special talent and a dream of becoming a chef. His family is completely against the idea. They just want him to be happy in the rat colony, feeding on scraps and living the typical life a rat would live. Remy gets his opportunity when he forms an alliance with Linguini, a garbage boy in a famous Parisian restaurant. Remy controls Linguini from under his chef's hat and produces new and wonderful dishes that even the food critics are impressed by. Halfway through the film, Remy's father takes him on the street in the rain to show him a shop window filled with mousetraps and rat poison. Remy's father says that this is what happens when a rat gets too comfortable around humans.
This is the way things are. You can't change nature.
But Remy rebels. He refuses to accept this. He responds, "Change is nature, the part that we can influence. And the change starts when we decide."
Change is nature, Dad. The part that we can influence.
I think we all face similar situations in our lives. Our family, friends, and people close to us have the best intentions for us, but sometimes keep us boxed in old ways of doing things and traditional ways of living life. It's up to us to break the mold and live outside of the box, to challenge the norms of society and accept change in our life and use it to grow into better people with brighter futures. Sometimes you just have to take a risk, even if nobody supports you. Probably the most famous scene in the film is when the food critic, Anton Ego, has a flashback to his childhood while trying the ratatouille dish prepared by Remy. Previously, Anton was portrayed as a menacing, negative, and even pretentious character, who many years ago gave the restaurant a bad review, causing it to lose a star rating.
I don't like food, I love it. If I don't love it, I don't swallow.
Of course, his last name, Ego, not so subtly, gives us a clue as to what he represents. We all have a part of us, the ego, that feeds on feeling entitled and criticizing others for their mistakes. It's easy to fall into that trap since putting others down could make you feel superior, even if it does cause long-term suffering. For Anton Ego, everything changes in that moment when he tastes the food and remembers his childhood, the warmth of his mother, the freshly cooked smell of ratatouille, the childhood sense of happiness and innocence. His pen drops to the floor and his hard exterior melts away. The sense of humanity and genuine respect for other people returns. There is a newfound sense of admiration for those who create new things and take risks. This is the review that he writes as a result. In many ways, the work of a critic is easy. We risk very little, yet enjoy a position over those who offer up their work and themselves to our judgment. We thrive on negative criticism, which is fun to write and to read. But the bitter truth we critics must face is that, in the grand scheme of things, the average piece of junk is probably more meaningful than our criticism designating it so. But there are times when a critic truly risks something, and that is in the discovery and defense of the new. The world is often unkind to new talent, new creations. The new needs friends. Last night I experienced something new, an extraordinary meal from a singularly unexpected source. To say that both the meal and its maker have challenged my preconceptions about fine cooking is a gross understatement. They have rocked me to my core. In the past, I have made no secret of my disdain for Chef Gusteau's famous motto, "Anyone can cook." But I realize only now do I truly understand what he meant. Not everyone can become a great artist, but a great artist can come from anywhere. It is difficult to imagine more humble origins than those of the genius now cooking at Gusteau's, who is, in this critic's opinion, nothing less than the finest chef in France. I will be returning to Gusteau's soon, hungry for more. Watching this scene definitely gave me chills. It was a completely different experience to watching it as an 11-year-old. All I noticed back then was a funny talking rat making jokes and cooking meals. But this rat was a representation of ourselves. A challenge to create new things and break boundaries. And that's the whole beauty of it. Coming back to films from your childhood and seeing them with a fresh new perspective. Not every animated film is like this, and it makes you appreciate that Pixar's critical acclaim and popularity exists for a reason. Thank you for watching to the end. Please subscribe for more videos and comment below, let me know. Do you like Ratatouille? And in your opinion, how does it rank among Pixar's other films? See you next time.